Hi again, guys. So someone had asked if I could make a quick video on page 15 in your packet because I think in some classes we didn't have an opportunity to complete this. So here it goes. For example, 2, it says Jack has $5 and doubles it each month working at Ralph. So let's write this down. So he starts, when it says he has or he starts or initial value, that's automatically for x equal to 0. So remember, the number of month here would be x, and the input is x, and the output is y. So he starts at 5, and he doubles it each month. So month 1, he doubles it, that becomes 10. Then 10 becomes 20, then 20 becomes 40, and so on. Okay, so that's how he doubles it every month. Now write an equation. So we know this amount is getting doubled. And I had asked you in class to make sure you show at least 2 patterns, like times 2, twice, or 3 times, even better, to show that it's not accidentally times 2, right? Because sometimes we can go from 5 to 10, which is times 2, but then 10 to 15, which is not times 2. So the pattern should be at least 2, or even better, 3, shows the 3 arrows, right? Like here, times 2, times 2, times 2. So we know it's exponential for this reason because we're multiplying, we're doubling, or we're multiplying by 2. How do we write an equation? Now, recall that for x equal to 0, the corresponding y value, which in this case is 5, is a. And the multiplier, or here the growth factor, is 2, which is b. And also recall that the equation is f of x equals a times b to the x. So this becomes f of x equals 5 multiplied by, in parentheses, 2 to the x. So this is part A. Okay, write an equation that to represent the amount of money. And I could have written it here, actually, to better, right? 5 times 2 to the x, quantity 2 to the x. So that's part A. Part B, I completed the table before doing part A, and that's fine. You don't need to do them in an order. I did them in this order. I did B, then A. And then graph the function below. Now, I would not have been able to do them in B first, then A, if I didn't have a table, right? So what if they just ask me, when they say has $5, that's the initial value. So know that this is A. And when it says he doubles, that automatically is B, right? Which is equal to 2. So know that also. Now to graph it, it's pretty simple. Notice that we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 tick marks to reach from 0 to 20. Right? So each one of them here, like if we go 4, 2, 3, 4. So that's like saying 4 times what gives me 20. And the answer to that is 5. So this is 5, 10, 15, and 20. And let's plot the points. 0, 5 would be here. 1, 10 would be here. 2, 20 would be here. 3, 40 would be here. And 4, 80 would be here. 5, 160 would be perfectly here. And if I connect these dots, you can see that they're having an exponential pattern, right, approximately. I apologize, my graphing skills are not that great. So that would be your function. This would be f of x or y equals 5 multiplied by 2 to the x. Now, the second part of this is find the y-intercept. I think this is, a graph. Yeah, we did that. So example 2, the second part of this page, example 3 now, find the y-intercept or initial value for each of the equations. So that's pretty simple. The initial value is a for each one of them, right? A is 5 here. So a is 5, that's the initial value. That's all they're asking, find the y-intercept. Okay, and in class, I had strongly suggested you either underline what you're being asked to do or highlight. Okay, so here they just want the y-intercept. And did they say find anything else? Nope, that's it. So here the initial value is what? Is 3, the initial value here. Now be careful with this one, because this is the same as saying 1 times 4 to the x. So a is that hidden 1, right? 4 would be the b, the multiplier or the growth factor. So a is 1 here. And here, the initial value or y-intercept, remember, it's y equals mx plus b now. This is linear. So the initial value here is b equals to 2 or positive 2. And here b equals to negative 4. and here b equals 2. We don't have a b, we have plus 0 technically, right? We have negative 9x plus 0, so b equal to 0. So just be careful of that. And again, one more time, for exponential, the initial value is a, which is the number in front of the term or the value that is being raised to the x power. So it's always this number. And here, because we don't have 1, it's 1. Don't say 0, because if you put a 0 here, it will be 0 times 4 to the x, which makes it 0. So that's not correct. So it's 1. And in the linear mx plus b, it's b, so it's this number. It's the number by itself. And if it doesn't have 1, like negative 9x, then it's a 0. It's a plus 0. I hope this short video was helpful, and it helps you review for your upcoming assessment, which is your upcoming quiz. Good luck reviewing. And please let me know if you have any questions. Please make sure you're subscribed so that when I put a new video up, you know, you get a notification and you know that there's a video to help you with a review for a quiz, test, or even sometimes classwork and homework assignments. You guys have a good rest of the day, and I'll see you in class.